So does most of the Western world.
Hey everybody, we are here for a new episode of RLG Cast Reviews. Today we're talking The Gladiator 2, part 2 of The Gladiator, not to be confused with The Gladiator number 2, because this is Roman numerals 2.
Mhm.
So technically it's Gladiator II. I'm here with Johnny
Yeah,
Donuts. He has two eyes, and therefore
two of
he's
them.
going to help me
One's messed
review
up
them.
though. I don't know what happened to it.
It's all year he's old.
Yeah,
So we're gonna talk about it. We'll
cataracts.
give you we give you smoke some weed. We'll give you a no spoiler. I
Hmm.
mean, I don't know what spoilers would be. And then we'll give you, I guess, an open conversation.
Yeah.
So JD will explain to you what Gladiator II is about.
So this takes place 16 years after Maximus's death. His son is living in Numidia, which is northern Africa, and Pedro Pascal's character comes and invades. Was it Accius? He comes and invades, and he captures him and brings him back to Rome. And it's Maximus's son goes under the name of Hanno, participates in gladiatorial combat,
Fighting
fighting.
things.
Yeah.
What did you think?
It was fine. It wasn't anything. I still enjoy the first one much better.
I think the first one is like a really well-crafted movie.
It's I wouldn't go as far as saying a masterpiece, but it comes pretty damn close.
Yeah. This one is good. I think it really struggles to be different.
Hmm.
And I don't necessarily like I talked about this in my Instagram review. I don't think that it's bad, the
No,
writing, but I
was
do think
good.
that the writing really struggles to be different, which
Hmm.
is fine because the movie you're trying to be like is a good movie,
Yeah,
right? But at the same time, it's like there's like almost no effort at all to make the movie different than the first movie.
yeah.
Like it follows the exact same like pattern of story.
Very similar. Yeah. The only
And
difference is it is based on they're taking a lot of liberties with this movie, but it's based on historical fact on how they try to throw over the two emperors in Rome at the time, which are, I believe, Caracalla and Geta.
they were gay to all right.
Well, which is funny because Pedro Pascal and Robert Quinn are both in the movie, and they're Mr. Fantastic and Johnny Storm.
Fair. I thought Joseph Quinn was really good. That's his name,
Yeah,
right? Joseph
yeah,
Quinn. Yeah.
Joseph Quinn.
I thought his character, it reminded me of someone, if this movie was in the nine or like the early 2000s, it would have been played by Frodo.
Yes,
What the hell's his name? Elijah.
Elijah
He
Wood.
literally looks like Elijah
Elijah
Wood.
Wood with blonde hair in this movie. Yes.
Yeah, Elijah Wood would have been perfect for that role. However, I thought the acting throughout was pretty strong.
Yeah.
Um, Denzel is really good, but I
Yeah.
felt like the dialogue they gave him was super weird. Like
Yeah.
everyone else feels like they're speaking, like when they make a Roman movie and everyone has a
Mhm.
British accent, and
Yeah.
it's like that's already wrong, but they give them this like way
He's
of
he's got like the street thug.
yeah, and like everyone else has this way of talking that's very like, oh, speaking in Latin,
Yeah.
translated to English, but he speaks like just a normal person, and it's kind of like everyone else speaks like Shakespearean. They're like, doth
Yeah.
have no heart. And then
Yo, what's up?
he's like, smoke the pipe. Like,
But Denzel's character, there was a lot of controversy around it too, because Denzel's character is based on a real character.
is it?
Hmm.
I did not know that.
And they made so the controversy around it, and really don't care about race swapping or whatnot. If the actor's perfect for the role, the actor's perfect for
I
the
mean,
role,
he's
right?
perfect for any role.
For any role. So the character he's based on is Macrinus. Macrinus was a real historical figure in Rome of African descent, but Northern African. So more like a Moroccan, Algerian, a lighter skinned,
Like a brown guy.
right.
Like how Egyptians
Whereas
more or less would
they
have looked
portrayed
like.
him as sub-Saharan, which is darker, right?
Yeah, that's fair. I could see that because there's a lot of small gripes on that.
Yeah.
Also,
I
that
really don't care. That's me
I
personally,
know, and I
whatever.
agree with that too. For me personally, I don't care. But there's a lot of like gripes like that where people were saying, well, in the other areas of the world
Hmm.
in the Roman Empire, that it would be plausible for someone of color to be in such a high position, but in the actual city of Rome, it wouldn't have
No,
happened.
no, that would not have
So,
happened.
but it's like at the same time, it's like, it's a movie. Do we care?
Yeah.
Like, do we need to be that
Suspend your
accurate?
disbelief, please.
Yeah. because there's other shit like the rhinoceros, where like
Yeah,
they wouldn't have had rhinoceroses at that time. They wouldn't even
actually, they
probably
would
have.
have.
I don't think they encountered
The
rhinoceroses yet
Roman army used to use rhinos
in
and elephants.
Africa, not in the
Yes. In the Colosseum,
gladiatorial
they would no,
Colosseum.
because they would use lions,
Okay, also they filled it up with water and put sharks in.
which they did. There is a
Where did they
historic.
keep the sharks
I don't know. I don't know about the sharks, but there is historical
that they filled it with water?
that they filled it with water. Yes. There was a
Where did they store the sharks?
there was a series on Amazon called For Those About to Die, which is basically the same idea.
Is it good?
It's actually quite good. I enjoyed it.
That's with
It's based
Anthony
on
Hopkins, right?
yes, he plays Emperor Flavius. He was the one, his legacy was the Colosseum. He built the Colosseum.
I gotta watch that. I heard
It
it's
was
okay.
it was actually quite good. I enjoyed it. Anthony Hopkins is fantastic in that movie. And what's his name? The guy who plays Ramsay Bolton from Game of Thrones.
Oh yeah, what's his name?
I forgot his name.
Ramses does not want to dance at the
Seti
party.
Party. Yeah, but he's really good in this role as well.
I'll check it out.
Yeah.
I like. I'm always thinking about the Roman Empire, you know.
Yeah.
Um, but
I'm
yeah, it's
Sicilian. I don't care anybody about northern Naples.
you know what I mean. Yeah, but it's there's other stuff too, right? But like the
Yeah.
monkeys, like why did we have to have that?
That hairless baboon kind of threw me off a little bit.
The one that looks like a cat monkey,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
a puma monkey.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's like the entertainment value, and I gave it a high score, which we'll
Yeah.
get to. But I
Hmm.
think it's one of the rare times where I'm letting substance be pushed aside a little bit in favor of
Yeah.
just raw entertainment value. Because I'm not totally like that, but I do think this movie's so ridiculously entertaining front to back, and the acting,
It's
the
fantastic. Like the guy who played Hanno, Lucius Aurelius, Paul Mescal, he was
yeah,
great in this film.
yeah, everybody was great. The acting is just
They brought back Connie Nielsen as
yeah,
Lucilla.
it's so well acted.
Yeah.
The dialogue for 50% of the movie is absolutely phenomenal. And then there's
Yeah.
just like these weird moments where they think that they're being really smart and it's just like stupid.
Yeah.
Um the story has good development, the characters
Hmm.
have good development. The problem is the story's just so like there's nothing to it, and it's also such a copy of the first. The CGI looks really bad for a lot of the times, but
Going back to those monkeys and the sharks.
yeah, but it's like the water even, but what's happening around you is so entertaining that you kind of just don't pay attention
Suspend
to
your
it.
disbelief on it. Yeah.
And there's a lot of stuff like that. I thought the musical score was really good.
Yep.
The writing is just kind of like blah.
Yeah. I love like they had Matt Lucas as the master of ceremonies, the guy from Little Britain.
Yeah.
Like he was
There's just it's well cast
hmm
and well acted. You can't deny the flair. Like he doesn't have really a style, I would say. You can't point in and be like, "There's a style,"
but
but
Ridley Scott loves the
Ridley,
over the top, over dramatic stuff.
but the way he makes things look, it always
Yeah.
feels epic in scale. Like everything he shows you,
Yeah.
you're like, "Wow, that looks so nice." The way that they frame shots and
Hmm.
lighting that they use is so good. It's just he's so over dependent on CGI now at this point. It's
Yeah.
gotten a little bit weird.
If they did a double bill of Gladiator and Gladiator 2 at the theater, I'd totally go see that.
Which I think they have been doing in smaller theaters. It's just like, eh, do I wish that I could have got like the Scorsese version of this that would have been
Mm,
like super grounded and like dark and gritty and felt like I was really there? Yes, but kind of it wouldn't have been a spectacle that this
yeah.
is. This is like just a giant fucking shit box of spectacle.
This is Great O'Con versus Suzuki. Just a spectacle.
Yeah, that's what it is. And it's worth it. And let's score it
Yeah,
now and then we'll talk some more about it.
sure. I gave this a 7-7.
Yeah, I give it a 7.6. I think I'm surprised that we were so
Yeah,
close on the
I
score.
really enjoyed it. I really
Yeah,
did.
it's not in the ballpark of the first one, but I think
No.
the
The,
idea of having a
this is
comparison
a
to such a good
7-7. The
movie.
first one is like a 9, a 9.1
Yeah,
for
the
me.
first one's like a high 8 for me, so it's
Yeah.
definitely like there's a big gap. Um yeah, it's one of the better Ridley Scott movies, which next
Yeah.
week we'll be doing a Ridley Scott tier list.
Yeah.
So look out for that. which I made a list, which I'm going to be posting today on Instagram, which
Okay.
won't be today for anyone else.
It's the
But
day this review comes out. I'm sorry I missed Penguin last week.
it's okay. Penguin was a
Was it
good show.
Penguin 8-7 was my score for Penguin. I don't know if you mentioned
Yeah,
that.
we did. We talked
Yeah,
about it.
yeah,
Penguin is
yeah,
arguably the best superhero show we've ever got.
yeah. Better than Peacemaker. I was about
Way
to call him
better than
Pacemaker.
Peacemaker.
I was about to call him Pacemaker.
I mean, season 1 of The Boys is better than Peacemaker.
Yeah, season
Um,
one is the best season of The
but
Boys, but
Watchmen's show is better than Peacemaker.
yeah,
Anyways, we're way off topic here.
yeah.
Um,
Yakuza was a 6-5, like a dragon. Oh,
yeah.
oh man, I was waiting for like. Okay, off topic here. I was expect. I play. I'm a big fan of the Like a Dragon series. Like I love all the games. I played all the games. It was too serious. It was missing some of that silliness that gives those Yakuza games their charm.
What year is this one?
What do you mean? It's kind of based off the first game, so it takes place in 2005. It just came out on Amazon.
Okay, because I have one that I bought the steelbook for it, and I was so excited to play it, and I never played it. I think it's from like
No, I'm talking
20.
about the TV show, the Amazon TV show.
There's a TV show
Yeah.
of Yakuza, like a dragon.
Yes. Yes.
Shut the fuck up.
Yes.
Okay, well, I gotta watch that now.
Well, maybe a review could be coming, so I won't
Maybe a review could be coming, so we won't spoil it. Okay, let's talk about
yeah.
Gladiator.
Let's go back to Gladiator. But it was fun. One thing I want to get off the bat, Pedro Pascal's death in this kind of was, where'd it come from?
Yeah, it left it feeling like he literally proved to you multiple times that he doesn't give a fuck about like the bad guys, and he'll
Yeah.
kill them all right now if he wants.
Yeah. They wanted to overthrow the emperor.
But that was like he also was the reason that in the end they were able to do what they did because he was like a
Yeah.
martyr, right? Because he was so
He
famous with
led
the
the revolt.
people.
Yeah. And it's kind of his stepdad, isn't it? In a way,
In a way,
because he
yeah.
married his mom.
Yeah. That's something I want to talk about. It's weird to me, and it could just be the way that they frame what's happening.
Mm-hmm.
But how does he like not know that that's his mom right away? How did he not know that he's the future emperor of Rome? Like, how did this all just
Yeah.
like, oh, this is just information now?
Well, she figured it out by the way his mannerisms in the arena when he grabbed the sand, and like he did exactly what his father would do.
Yes, but he also was like 10 when he left. It wasn't
12.
like he was a baby.
No, he was 12. He
Do
was
you do you,
pretty
do you
in
think at
Rome,
12 years
12
old
years
you
old.
forget who you are by the time you're 30? You're just like, oh, who
Yeah.
was that guy?
12 years old in Rome during the
You're
ancient
like
Roman
50.
times. He's an adult. He's a man at that point. He's already working. Like
And
there
it's
were
like you don't
emperors
remember
younger
that
than
you
him.
lived in the castle, you were part of the royal family. Your fake dad was the emperor
Heir to
of Rome.
the son of Marcus Aurelius, the heir to the throne.
Yeah, like that kind of that's what I'm saying. The writing
Yeah.
like leaves a big hole that you like,
Yeah.
but it's like there's enough there
Yeah.
to
And
keep
I
you
like
going.
the fact that they threw in some historical facts. Like there was an assassination plot. Caracalla does kill his brother,
Yes, that is true.
right? So he takes over. This is during the Severtine Roman Empire, I believe. So this is after the Flavian Empire.
So this is well, they're in the Colosseum, so I would
Mhm.
imagine so.
Yeah.
So their dad is not Marcus Aurelius, is it?
No, Joaquin Phoenix's character was his dad was Marcus Aurelius.
Yeah.
So Hanno, this character, he's the grandson of Marcus Aurelius. So technically he is heir to the throne.
So okay, so hold on.
Because
Okay, so Marcus Aurelius
Maximus
dies.
Maximus and I forgot Joaquin's Phoenix, they're half brothers.
Oh, that's right. That's why he banishes him, so he would have no claim to
He's
the
a
throne.
bastard. So he would have no claim to the throne, but instead he made him a general in
And
the
that's why
army.
Joaquin Phoenix wants to get rid of him.
Right. Because he
And
threatens his
so,
emperor.
but are Caracas and whatever his name is, are they the sons of
No, they're a
Joaquin
completely
Phoenix?
different lineage.
So
So the lineage changes from the after Domitian, I think, because it was Flavian, and then it was his son Titus, and then his other son Domitian. Domitian ends up killing Titus. Spoilers for those who for that show for those about to die. That's what it's based on. and Domitian becomes emperor of Rome. And after Domitian, I think is when it changes. They become a Roman Republic, and then they go back to a two emperor system. I could be mistaken. I'm not like
Yeah, but Marcus
100%.
Aurelius wasn't a two emperor system.
No, it's his grandkids that are,
Yeah.
and they
So
were corrupt as
whose
hell.
kids are they?
They are the grandkids of they're the kids of Joaquin Phoenix, I believe.
Okay, there you go. Okay.
Yeah, I believe. But
Fair
yeah,
enough.
yeah.
Actually, I think I read, I don't know, you can get Timmy on it if you please. I think it's like Marcus Aurelius, or not Marcus Aurelius. It's Joaquin,
Commodus. He was the actual emperor of Rome after Marcus Aurelius.
yeah, that's Joaquin Phoenix, right?
Yeah.
And then those are his kids, or no, those are his brother's kids or something, or
His
his
Pentax,
yeah. So it's like his
Peritanax.
cousin's kids or
Yeah,
something.
they put him to the throne. He was part of that
There you
Flavian.
go. See, we
Yeah,
figured it out for no reason at all. We're talking about history.
yeah. And
Um,
then after that, it was Septimus Severus, and that's the new line. And
yeah,
the Carcella and Geta are his kids, so this is a separate line from that
yeah. It's the same bloodline, but a different lineage.
division. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's like Solo Sikoa and Roman Reigns.
yeah. No one cares.
No one cares,
That's what he
exactly.
means. So I think overall, there's like those small issues here and there, and I
Because they went through like 5 emperors in like 5 years or something
yeah,
like
I
that.
mean it's Rome.
Yeah.
I just think there's like small things that could have been managed a lot better. The ending was really good. I think he films battle scenes so well.
Yeah, that final battle scene was fantastic.
Like the fight scenes in Napoleon are absolutely amazing.
Yeah, not so great of a movie, but it was great battle scenes.
I didn't hate it that much, but it suffered from the same type of issues where
Yeah.
it thought it was being really smart.
It was also way too long.
It's the same writer, by the way.
Yeah.
He's had the same writer for like the last 3 or 4 movies that he's done, and the same problem he's had for the last 3 or 4 movies is that they all feel like the person writing
Wasn't
them.
this also the same guy who did Maverick? Top Gun
remember.
Maverick? Because Ridley Scott did Maverick as well, didn't he?
No.
No.
I think the production company might have done it,
Scot-free.
or it could have been Bruckheimer's production age. I don't know. Who cares? We're not talking about that.
Top Gun Maverick.
The writing just has this belief that it's doing something super smart, and it sounds like really goofy sometimes.
Yeah, I agree. It leaves too many holes sometimes in the plot, especially if you're basing it off of historical events. You can't leave ambiguity. You know what I mean?
I mean, you can in the sense that these stories are not true stories. They're fictionalized versions of true stories.
Yeah.
Because I don't think that Maximus actually existed.
No, he didn't have a...
Right?
If he did, he was just like the Emperor's, like a bastard
kid. It would have been like a lore story where they're like, tell their kids, there used to be this gladiator.
But I did like, what's his name? The leader of the Praetorian Guard was our boy, the Hound.
The Hound, yeah. You know what? I thought like everyone was so good in this movie. The acting,
and the guy who gets captured, the one who mentored Lucius. The actor's name is Peter Mensa. The bald.
Yeah.
He was my pick all along for Lex Luthor.
Really?
I would love him he would have been a great Lex Luthor.
Well, let's get it out there.
Yeah, that's my pick. Well, I mean, they got what's his name instead Nicholas Hoult. Yeah.
Is it Nicholas Hoult?
Nicholas Hoult, yeah.
Or is it
they've already shown some
like Nicholas Hoult?
No, it's a bald Nicholas Hoult now. But
who's the other guy that looks like Nicholas Hoult?
I don't know. I just know Nicholas Hoult from About a Boy, the Beast.
Who's the guy that's in Mad Max Fury Road? Is that Nicholas Hoult?
No, it's the other guy. It's fake Nicholas Hoult.
It's fake Nicholas Hoult. Hold on, we gotta figure this out. Mad Maxwell Fury. We're on it. I got my Timmy on it.
You got your
Timmy. That's Nicholas Hoult.
It was Nicholas Hoult. Okay.
But there's the other guy that looks like Nicholas Hoult, but it's not Nicholas Hoult, and I don't remember what his name is. Shout out to him for existing. And I don't think I have anything else to say about this.
No, I'm done too.
All right, guys, thanks for watching, and let us know what you thought about the movie in the comment section. Peace out.